Good evening, YouTube. Today we're going to be having a look at Skywar for the Amstrad PCW 8256. Now, this may surprise you to know that this is a vertical shoot 'em up on the Amstrad. So, let's take out the CPM disc, put the Skywar disc in, shift extra and exit, and it'll load the game. Now, this was made by OMK Software in about 1988. So we've got this is the Spanish version. So we've got Sonido, which is sound. You can select yes or no, or you've got pairs 1 or 2 that take it alternately. So we've got Piloto 1, Pilot 1, left and right cursor keys, and spacebar as fire. This is just the demo running. The sound just consists of a horrendous beep every time you press fire. So, let's have players 1, sound off. Right, so Pilot 1. I mean, it is quite slow, but the fact that it is actually a vertical shooter on what is basically a word processor meant for business use is pretty impressive that anyone even actually bothered creating one. So basically all you have to do is hold down fire and try and let your fire sweep out to attack the incoming helicopters and planes. And it is pretty tricky because your fire and the enemy's fire is absolutely indistinguishable, except the enemy's is obviously coming down the screen. So the ship's in, that's meant to be water, and islands I'm passing over now. And there's obviously an aircraft carrier at top right. I mean, it is quite slow paced, but it is actually quite an enjoyable game. And pretty rare these days. I've had to import this one from Spain. I just grabbed it the first time I saw it because I'm just trying to collect all the software I can for this computer because it's few and far between these days. So yeah, basically you take the role of this attack helicopter, just cutting your way through swathes of enemies in some sort of tropical region populated by aircraft carriers and palm trees, helipads and runways. I never had this game back in the day. I wish I had, because I'd have absolutely loved it. This was the only thing I could play games on, and I didn't have many, and this would have been a welcome change. Another quite good thing about this game, when you die you don't restart at the start of the level, you actually restart from quite near where you died. And if you put it in 2-player you can sort of carry on from the same point as well, so damn, you sort of double your amount of lives. Right, so though it's scrolling up the screen slowly like at the start, we have started from a different point. Not sure if there's any end of level bosses. I've not got that far yet. Ah, and it doesn't look like I'm going to either. This is one of the only frustrating bits, the amount of time it takes to actually fly onto the level. There's no way of speeding it up either. So please, if anyone has any games for the Amstrad PCW 8256 or 8512, which are essentially the same thing, get in touch, because I am looking for some. I'm especially looking for a box of 3 games in one. Say a box set, it's really a 3 games in one, called Distractions by Design. That was my first ever game. I'd love to get that one back. So as far as I know, Skywar is a PCW exclusive. I don't know if it'd been ported to any other Amstrad. Oh, and there we go. Game over. I don't know if it ever came out on the CPC. Yeah, please let me know if it did. So that is Skywar for the Amstrad PCW 8256. Thanks for watching.